Hi guys. All right. Oh, sorry, baby. Didn't mean to. I just ran over my dog, but she's literally sleeping right behind my wheel, so that's her fault. Okay, so this has been on my list for, since December, okay? And I'm just now getting to it. So how I worked today was I printed off my monthly task list. Okay, I printed it off on what I've been using or what's already been on it. And I don't normally do a hard copy, okay? I keep mine and edit mine from my computer. So every day that I work, I go on my computer on my Google Drive, and I am a checklist person, okay? I'm a huge checklist person. So I check the boxes once I complete that task for the week. Now, some people are checklist people, but they do it by day. I am a daily person where I'll add some extra stuff that isn't on my monthly task. But usually I just go by what's on this task list. So I printed it off just so I could actually go through it, mark out the things that I don't think I need to be doing in my business anymore, and then I added some extra stuff, okay? So I just edited the whole thing on my computer, and that is the link that is in the description of this video. But before you go and you make a copy for yourself of that document, I want to explain to you guys how my brain works, okay? Your brain might be a little bit different, but I know there are a ton of systems out there, okay? But I like having one system, or should I say, one document with multiple systems within that one document, okay? So I added something that I haven't seen any other leaders really do, or maybe they've done it just a little bit different and I haven't seen it. But I wanted, along with my checklist monthly, I wanted something that was going to track who I talked to each month, whether I talked to them about hosting a party or whether I talked to them about joining, so I could keep track, okay? I don't want a tangible list. I do always write a tangible list of when I'm going through and asking those people, but then I usually end up losing it, and so this is a way that I can go back and reference it every month, okay? So I am going to turn this around real quick. This is what my task list looks like, okay? So I really like this because it is broken down by the month. So this will be good for me for the entire 2022 year. So as you guys can tell over here, the first couple lines or columns are going to be the exact same. So I have thank you text to recent orders. I have this for every week, okay? All 4 weeks of the month. PWS mail, I have my goal PRV for that week. I have check-in on new teamies. And then I have just like different things for each week. Okay, so you guys can go in. Now, when you make your own copy, you can go in and remove any of this and add whatever you want, okay? Maybe you do a different task, so you can go and edit that. But I really like this, so then I can keep track of, okay, what have I done? What did I miss last week, basically? I just created this, so last week I'm behind because I added stuff that I wanted to do in the first week, and because it wasn't on my list last week, I didn't do it. So I'm going to be catching up for this week, and then working my way into week 2, being we are in week 2. But what I added that I wanted to explain to you guys, okay, if you come down here, there is 2 sheets. There's a separate sheet, okay? So right here, sheet 2, click that. This is a whole new system within a system that is going to change the game of my business, okay? So on this sheet, I have party host and potential teamies, okay? So February is more accurate than January because I can't find my list of who I asked in January. So February, I have a column over here. Did Stephanie Downey, okay? What did I ask her, to party or to join my team? I asked her I had a join conversation in regards to joining, okay? She's one of my best customers, so that's why I clicked the column over here that says Teamy, so I can know, okay, I asked them not to host a party, but to join Scentsy. And then I just add a little bit of information of however they responded to me, okay? She ghosted me, so I put ghosted. This person down here, I asked her to join Scentsy. She already sells Norwex, which I did not know because she doesn't she doesn't share it anywhere. She's my customer. That's a problem. If there is a problem if you don't know what your customer is doing, okay? Or let's flip that. There's a problem if your customers don't know, if your friends and family and people who follow you on social media don't know that you sell something, okay? So that is a problem for her. She's been my customer for going on 4 months now, and I had no idea that she was with another direct sales company. It's because she doesn't share it, she doesn't post about it, none of that, okay? So I don't want people to make that mistake. I don't want to make that mistake with my people that I follow or that follow me on social media, okay? I want everyone to know that I am the person you're going to come to order some wax, to order any type of fragrance, okay? All right, so, and then this list is for host and teamies. So then down here, I put everyone who I asked to do a party with me, and they said yes, and that's why I clicked the host button. But if I highlight it yellow, that means that they said yes or maybe, okay? So that way, when it gets to, let's say June, actually, let's say September, August, actually. August, September, okay? We're gonna skip a couple months. Now we have a brand new catalog, okay? Right here, brand new fall catalog. I'm gonna go back in my list and see, okay, who partied with me back in January, February with the spring catalog? They're probably gonna wanna party again to get the fall and winter scents, okay? So this is just something that I can go back and reference. You can use and go back and reference if you make your own copy and add all your people to it, but this is going to be a game changer in the long run, so you can kind of remember, okay, who did I ask back in February, when it's November time, stuff like that, okay? So I hope that this helps. If you have any suggestions on like what I can add to this or what you think would be even better as a system, then please like drop in the comments what you think. But if you think that this is something that would also help you in your business stay consistent and on track, then definitely make a copy of it and use it. Also, I really like using Google Drive for this instant. This is Google Excel or whatever it's called. Google Sheet, sorry. But it's basically an Excel sheet. But I have the apps on my phone, which are free. And then that way, when I'm in the car or I am in another state or I'm on vacation or I'm doing wherever and I'm not home, I don't bring my computer to travel with me. I just don't. I do everything straight from my phone, and those apps really help me stay on track. So I can literally pull this up on my phone via the app and check off the things that I'm doing on this list or in my business, okay? The other thing, you can always delete things out of here and add different activities or tasks that you personally do for your business, okay? And I usually update this every couple months, or honestly, I just went through this morning and deleted stuff and added stuff. Within the next like 2 weeks, I'll probably remember things that I forgot and go ahead and add them in, okay? So if you do not have a system, guys, one of the things I hear people say is this business is oversaturated. You're successful because you got in it early. That's not true. It's not true. Number one, this business is not oversaturated. If you actually, let's Google it. Let's go ahead and Google it. Oh, that's not Google. That's my... Stay with me for just a minute because I'm about to prove someone wrong for who has ever said you're successful because you got in it early. Okay, there are roughly, and the number has probably changed, but last time I checked, there were 160,000 consultants with Scentsy, okay? That's with all of the countries we are in, okay, with Scentsy. Those are all the regions that we're in. Just in the U.S. alone, there is 329.5 million people. That was as of 2020, just in the United States, okay? So I don't believe the bull crap where people say, oh, you're successful because you got in Scentsy when it was before it got saturated. That's a lie. okay? Because I know consultants that joined a year ago and are super successful, almost making 100,000 a year with Scentsy, okay? Close to it. So, what I truly believe the people who are successful in this business are and what they do, the people, that made no sense, sorry. The people who are successful in this business, no matter when you joined, I truly believe the difference is that they remain consistent in their business. And how are they remaining consistent? By using some type of system or multiple systems, such as this, okay? There is no way, especially if you work a full-time job, you're a mom, you have a family, you have other things going on in your life, there's no way that you can remember every single thing to do, okay? It's literally like going to a grocery store without having a list to remind you, okay, I need tomato paste to make whatever you're making. I need parsley to make whatever you're making. You know, we've all been there, that if we go to the grocery store without a list, when we get home, there is at least one thing that we forgot to get. It's the same thing in your business. You cannot stay on track if you do not have something to remind you what you're doing. Yes, you might be able to remember certain things every month, but you're going to forget about someone, or you're going to miss doing something in your business that is imperative to find success within this business, okay? So I encourage you, if you do not, especially if you are a leader, if you are not using some type of system, I encourage you to find one and implement one, okay? It doesn't have to be crazy. For whatever reason, people are so scared of systems. It's crazy. I just kind of refer it back to the grocery list, but another way that I can refer or reference a system, and like with my old job, nursing, our system that we used was the computer system. We used Epic. And Epic was how we kept on track. It showed us who was in the lobby that we needed to pull back and triage. It literally told me, okay, bing, 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 this is the person that needs their hepatitis C vaccine because they just hit a certain age. Or it would remind you to, after you collected a urine sample and that urine sample, the results came in, what is it called? An alert would pop up on your computer. Hey, call this patient because their results are in. Here are the results. Okay? If we didn't have that computer system when I was working as a nurse, there's no way that I would remember to call the 50 people that I took urine specimens on. Okay? Same thing with your Scentsy business. You have to have something to keep you on track. Okay? But back to the whole who is going to be successful. The people who are going to be successful are going to be the ones who remain consistent in their business by using some type of system, and the people who lead with their heart and with love, and you truly want the best for the people on your team, for your customers. You want to save your customers the most money, lead with love, and the people who continue to show up when it gets hard. When it gets hard, okay? For example, when you were a kid, and you're learning how to ride a bike, the people who actually learned, the kids who actually learned how to ride a bike are the ones who kept getting up and getting back on the bike after you fell 12 million times. Okay? So, if you are not using a system, implement one. It does not have to be this one. Katie Lassiter, and I don't know if this has changed for her, but she used to use the label system in her planner, okay? So hers were daily tasks that she would mark off, but she literally printed off labels with all the tasks, and then every Monday she had the same exact tasks right there on the label. She'd peel the label off, put the label in her planner. Every Tuesday she'd have the same exact task, okay? Basically the same thing that I do. Mine are just broken up into weekly, okay? So that way, if I decide to take a Monday off, or if I have an appointment on a Monday and I had planned on working that Monday, but things get crazy when in your life, I mean, that's literally just life, then I'm not held to doing something specifically on a Monday, okay? Then I can go back. I could do all of my tasks that I have in the first week in one day. Okay? So, I hope that helps. Let me know if it helps, but I'm going to go. Have a great day, guys.